Thank you for all of you that have joined in. This is just going to be a very short review of what the small grants and aid for research from the society are for, and kind of review some aspects of the grant for those of you who are thinking to apply. And also to kind of give you the space to have this information available to you as we're recording, and my contact information if you need to talk to me later on. But as you can see, this is a grant that is gonna open on June 1st and closes on June 31st. This is a grant that is intended primarily to support marine mammal field research directly. Sometimes we get proposals that include studies that are with animals in captivity. And so it's not that we are not reviewing those proposals, is that there's the primary goal is to support field work. Of course, all depends on the kind of questions that are being asked and questions that are significance, right? That whether in the field and captivity settings we will consider. But to highlight, it's important that when you're applying that, you know that we're prioritizing proposals that are field-based research. And so another thing that is important to review before you submit your proposal is your eligibility. You have to be a member of the society, and I'll go over some of the membership costs if you are not a member yet, and how we can support you. Also be a national of any of the countries that are eligible for this grant, which are listed here and also on the website. So you want to make sure your country is listed. This is actually the wrong list. These are the countries that are not eligible. These are the ones that are below. Any other country outside the list that you see here are eligible for the grant. So let me make sure that we have that clarified. So again, a national of any country that is not listed in this list here. And you can find that as well in the website. Another important thing is that the national person is to be doing research in the country, in one of those countries as well in the list. So making sure that any national from these countries is not eligible for this grant. This grant is meant to support early career scientists that are from countries that have very limited resources for research, or that their country does not invest as much in research. So please make sure that you check the list as any of the countries that is not listed in here. If you're not a member, you can visit our website and you can check the costs of being a member of the society. For students from low-income countries, you have two options: $20 for a year membership and $30 for 2 years. And for full members, or established scientists, the cost is $30 per year or $50 for 2 years. And this includes access to the journal, voting rights, and a lot of other plus that come with the membership, in addition to be able to apply to this and other grant applications that are available on our website. So if you're not a member, please consider to have your membership ready before submitting your proposal. Now about the awards, this is a smaller grant that includes it's about $2,000 up to $2,000, and we have made adjustments so that participants can use 25% of that budget, which is about $500, towards estimates or requests of estimates. Also, this is a grant that is meant to be used to support field work, where that is gas for boat service, buying material, anything that directly is associated to field work. For example, chemicals, if you're doing, isotope or a genetic studies. Again, anything that is related to field work or the work that comes along with that field work. And then after a year, we expect all recipients to submit a report. It's a $200 the report consists of 250 words. It's a small report, and that's very important to be considered for if you're planning to reapply, which you can every year. We just keep in mind that we give priority to those that haven't applied or received this grant before. You can also, once you have received this award and you are presenting your work on any marine mammal conference, you can apply for a $500 travel grant. So for example, some of you that have applied in the past are seeing this video and you are participating or going to Australia, our upcoming conference, you can request a $500 travel award for that. And this year, as I mentioned in other announcements, the society, the Small-Grants-in-Aid is actually active this year thanks to the donations from 3 major sources: Dolphin Quest, Kelonia Limited, and a number of private donors from our own society. So we have a statement that once your recipients from this year, when they get their work published, we request them to acknowledge the support provided by the society, and in particular, these 2 sources that made the program available this year. So that is one of our few requirements for this grant. Now, we receive a lot of applications from different parts of the world, particularly Latin America. You can see that we receive a lot of applications from Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, and other parts of the world as well. But we want to make sure that this year we can get or have access to more students and early career scientists in other parts of the world. So if you're planning to submit or you would like to submit, but you don't have the mentorship, or perhaps English is as an important barrier for you to write a proposal, please consider to contact me directly. So we're creating a mentorship program to enhance participation, right, of applicants from other parts of the world. And I'll be able then to get to know your needs and to match you with a potential mentor that can help you throughout the process. So that's very important because, you know, we receive a lot of applications from these main countries, and those are the areas where we have been able to fund it. These are countries that have very well established marine mammal communities that provide a lot of mentorship. And we know how important mentorship is for all of us and at different points of our career. So we want to make sure that if that's one thing that is preventing you to submit your application, please make sure to contact me so that we can help you and provide that support that is so important to get research done in other parts of the world that is so important in our efforts to conserve in a global scale marine mammals. So this is a new application form that we have. It's much more streamlined, and it provides more information and clarification what is exactly that we're looking for. So as you can see, for example, here, we're going to be requesting your information from the person. We ask a short biography, who you are, right? Your experience. We're going to ask an overview or background of the question that you're asking, your approach, how you're going to answer the question, the significance, why is this so important, a timeline, your expense, a summary and justification of the $2,000 expense, if that's what you're requesting. Also, what is your preparation, right? What are the skills that will help you to make sure that this program you can take upon this research, and considerations regarding animal welfare, research permits, and to think about research ethics, as well as diversity and inclusion in your home country, right? This is a very important topic that we need to be conscious about, and how we can invite more people into the field. So each of these sections and the proposal will have a brief explanation. What is it that we're looking for? And there's going to be a limit of words. So make sure that you can access the template, which is available already on the website. You can download it and use that to make sure that you have the right number of words. So you just have to copy and paste into the online application. Let's see. So this is just to highlight that you can go into our website and find a template of this application, and also 3 examples. We have 3 amazing students that in the past received the small grants in aid and volunteered their time to translate their proposal into this new form so that others can use it as an example. So you're more than welcome to download those studies and get a chance to see, to learn about what they did, while at the same time, it will give you a nice kind of example of how, what a successful proposal looks like, right? Finally, once we receive these grants, we go through a review process that is done by all members of the committee scientific advisors. We assign these grants a number of between 10 to 15, depending how many proposals we receive to each of our members. So each proposal has two to three reviewers that scored this proposal based on 5 different criteria. So one is the significance of the question that you're asking, the approach, if it's adequate to answer the question that you are asking, how feasible this is, your qualifications, or if you don't have, you're just starting your career, but you have a mentor or you have a professor that works in similar areas, that's important information that we want to know, because we want to make sure that you have the support to really perform or to accomplish the goals that you have set up. And also, we new to this year, we're adding the ethics, animal welfare, and diversity and inclusion statements, which is, we think is a very important aspect of our proposal. That anyways is what is asked in other proposals. So it's get you to really think about these topics. So each of these criteria is scored from 0 to 4, 0 being non-satisfactory to 4 to being excellent, where you clarify and everything is clear. So that's basically what we do. And then we add these scores and select the top proposals for funding. The reviewing process is quite long to give enough time to reviewers to make sure that they not only score your proposals, but they provide feedback that can be helpful. Even if your proposal doesn't receive the grant, the funding, you can still get important feedback from 3 different scientists that can help you get your ideas, learn how to add new methods, perhaps things that you didn't think of, improve your proposal writing, and then you can resubmit the following year, or you can even resubmit to other proposals. So getting that feedback is always very important. Learning also to receive feedback and to consider others' ideas is important. So we do the process of reviewing between July 1st and August 31st. Once we have all the proposals selected, then I sent an email to our president and the board so that we can get their final approval, and we release the recipients online and personally by email first week or second week of September. And shortly after that, we send another email with information and copy to the treasurer of the society on how recipients, the information recipients need to provide for them to receive the funds and select how they want to receive the funds, whether it's direct transfer or any other format. And again, it's important to note that this year we're adding our mentorship, starting our mentorship program along these applications. So if you are interested, please send me an email to science@marinemammalscience and we'll talk about it and see what are your needs, and I can then find a mentor that can support you in any way they can. So I'm just gonna now open the space for questions. If anybody has more questions regarding the process or the reviewing process of this new application, please feel free to ask questions, whether in the chat or I don't know if you can unmute too. I think you might be able to ask the question directly. Let me stop the presentation. If there are any questions, again, you can just write it in the chat and I can read it out loud, or you can also email me directly if you have more questions. You can also ask questions in Spanish if English is not comfortable. I'm happy to answer in Spanish as well and then translate. So Katerina, if there are no questions, maybe we can just then post this later and YouTube.
I'll do so.
Oh, I see one anonymous question. It asks if all the expenses have to have receipts. We do not ask as part of the report a summary of how the expenses and the receipts. So you don't need to present that. All we need is a clear budget with your justification. But the report is about your results, not about, we're not asking receipts of how you spend the money. If that answer question. I don't see any other question.
No questions on Facebook either.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can just then have, oh, there's another one maybe. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so we could have these, we're gonna then have this presentation available just for you to review. It's basically the same information that is in the website. But again, I think the novel aspect of this new, this year is a new application format, and we should have the template available. So please make sure that you follow that template. And the second thing is that we wanna make sure that we have also a mentorship program available for those of you that need it, which is something that we know is important for a lot of people, especially for those in countries that there's not a big network of marine mammalogists. So if you need that support, make sure that you email me. My email is in the website and easy to find, and you can contact me and I'll be happy to answer and find you someone that can support you. All right.